Okay, you just got a little nick, champ.
They call it a hook, man.
Yeah. Keep them hands up on the inside, baby. Don't drop them, okay? All right? Look, when you finish punching, tie him up and turn him like I told you. You're going to start that flurry after you come. Don't watch the medicine out of his face.
This is the straight 1-2 that I was saying earlier in the round when I saw that Calzaghe was handing. He landed it straight in the eye, and I think that's what caused all of the damage to the eye. Perfect left hand, and you're going to see more of that same punch coming in the next couple of rounds, probably.
CompuBox numbers in 7. Jones landed more than half his punches. 22 out of 41. But Calzaghe was 38 out of 72. A 53% connect rate, more than 70 punches thrown. Very hard for Jones to compete with that kind of assault.
Okay.
You know, Max Kellerman, I think I did see Jones once come back from adversity. The last 2 rounds of his first fight against Antonio Tarver, when he absolutely had to win those rounds to win the fight, and he went out and made his point 1 body punch at a time.
He did. I don't quite think it's exactly the same dynamic here. Tarver was not applying this kind of pressure. Tarver at the time was not considered this kind of fighter. Roy was not this cut and this hurt in that fight. But you're right, he did demonstrate in that fight the kind of fighting heart we like to see in our great champions.
Tarver didn't have the kind of speed and relentlessness that Calzaghe has.
Exactly.
Calzaghe is a whole different guy. His mindset, he's that of a winner. He's very, and I'm surprised how physically strong he looks and bigger than Roy, too. But he's a totally different fighter than Tarver.
Off the top of my head, in 57 Roy Jones fights, I want to say this is the worst cut I've ever seen him experience. They did not manage to do anything close to stopping the bleeding between rounds. And Jones starts to seem to show a sense of desperation as his feet and hands begin to move faster.
Yeah, in the Tarver fights, in this 3rd fight, there was a kind of a concession on Roy's part. I don't see him conceding here. He's still trying to win.
Absolutely. Fighting with more will and heart than was the case against Tarver or Glenn Johnson.
Break! Stay in front! Stay in front!
And we just got word from Roy Jones' trainer, Alton Merkerson. No, he's never been cut. And obviously, nothing ever like this.
No, I've never saw him cut, and I've been watching him fight since he was a 15-year-old kid in the tournaments. Never saw him cut. That straight left hand of Calzaghe is the punch that right now he's better watch out for.
A challenge for Jones and a chance to show a kind of valor that he's never before had to show.
And there is redemption in that, in terms of criticism he may have received in the past for not fighting this way. But it's not the same thing as winning the fight, coming back to win. Still far from over. Perhaps, depending on how long he can go with that cut.
Calzaghe has taken a little bit of a vacation this round, but now begins to apply the pressure again.
Well, I feel he's got control over the fight in every way.
And when he's able to push Jones into corners, he's totally in control. And now, the combinations and the hand speed, and Jones looking to land one big shot. Calzaghe wrestling him into position, dodging the left hook, firing away again. He's swamping Jones with activity and willpower and desire.
How you feeling?
I'm good, baby. I'm trying to get him, but I can't get him.
I know, baby. Lock up.
I'm gonna head so hard. I'm gonna hit hard. I'm gonna hit hard.
Got it, Doc?
Are we close? Is all we close?
No.
Okay,
No.
good. You can't stop the bleeding?
Hold up, stay with me.
Even though Calzaghe didn't throw a lot of punches this round, he was placing his punches in show button. He looked like he was targeted to the left eye and placing his punches very selectively.
How much longer do you let Jones go with that cut, Emmanuel?
And I don't see what they're doing. I don't see them using the adrenaline. I don't know what they're using, if anything, to do anything to stop the cut.
You okay? All right, move that way. Hold on.
This is a great fighter.
Yeah, I think it was Dr. Vernon Jordan up there, but I don't think this fight's going to go much longer.
This is an icon in the sport. You don't want to see him badly hurt. You don't want to see Calzaghe get too many free shots against an eye that is bleeding that badly.
Rocky Marciano's nose is hanging off his face. 7th round of the Ezra Charles fight. The ref said you have one more round. He knocked Charles out. Those are the kind of dramatic moments in a great fighter's career that people remember. Of course, Roy is almost 40 years old, facing a younger, fresher man.
But you know what? Roy's still fighting to win. And a lot of guys like this would just be on the defense, especially at this age. I can't take a risk of getting hurt, but he's trying to win this fight.
He realizes, I think, that this is his last chance on this stage.
And here's how difficult the prospect it now becomes. In 32 Roy Jones fights tracked by concubines, Calzaghe has now landed more punches than anyone has ever landed against him. 244 shots.
I wouldn't be surprised if you excluded Tarver and Johnson if you said combined.
It's an onslaught of the kind that Jones has seldom, if ever, had to face, and certainly not on a sustained minute-by-minute basis.
But this is what he can do. As long as he was aggressive going forward, Calzaghe didn't do anything, but he cannot back to the ropes and let Joe get his momentum going. But I don't think he can do anything about it at this stage.
Well, Joe does give him chances by dropping his hands like that, and Roy can punch with both hands.
But it's Joe who's doing the punching, and Roy who's having to cover up. Jones shaking his head. He asked his trainer between rounds, is the eye closed? As if he can't see well enough to know whether his eye is closed.
I can't believe a big super soft fighter like this. It seems like there's no one in the corner doing anything for a cut. Even if they're between rounds, they're trying to go ahead and find someone else, another trainer, and get some coagulants or something.
Well, he's always done it his way. He's always been his own boss. No big-name promoter. No big-name trainer. The king of Roy Jones's world was always Roy Jones.
Break!
5 previous appearances in Madison Square Garden, he won them all. Came into the ring tonight and knocked Calzaghe down in the first round. It might have been another road to glory. But then, reality started to set in. You know it's cruel, as in a boxing ring. One more big right hand to punctuate the round for Calzaghe. And Jones, streaming blood, returns to his corner.
Wait a minute, Doc. Get closer. Get closer. Oh! You gotta lock up on him, though. Let me put some pressure on him, Doc.
All right.
Give it here. I got it. Keep your eye closed, champ.
All right.
Keep your eye closed. Wipe that blood off his face, Alf.
Head good, Alf. Head good, Alf. Back of the head, Alf.
Not with the water.
Okay? Tasting them towards the end of the second round now. Now, get it into the spirit.
That's it.
And I want him out in levels. There's nothing left in him. Just wait.
I gotta get his face cleaned off. Keep him long, champ. Try to hit him with some long shots.
Kept trying, but he blocked off him with the counter with the hooks.
Okay. All right, second, clear the corner. Let's go. Go, box.
Calzaghe begins the 10th round with a couple of body shots. Harold Letterman, how do you have it coming to the 10th?
Okay, Jim, 87, 83, 7 rounds to 2. Joe Calzaghe. Jim, Roy Jones Jr. uses a physician in the corner to stop cuts. But Dr. Richard Lucy is on the right-hand side of the apron, and the cut is on the left-hand side. And I don't know why Orton Murkison doesn't get out of that ring and let the doctor work in front of him and stop that bleeding. But be as it may, Joe Calzaghe running away with the fight. You got to wonder how much longer they're going to let this go, because Roy's taking a beating. 7-2, Calzaghe.
And it doesn't appear that Jones can see out of his left eye.
No.
He told Alton Murkison between round he would try to land some hooks. His left hook keeps sailing past Calzaghe's head. Max Kellerman is ready with Dr. Richard Lucy in the corner. Max, what's up?
Dr. Lucy, how are you treating that terrible cut?
Well, we started with adrenaline, then we put some thrombin in it. We're plugging it up with Avitine when we're done. So we did 40 seconds worth of stuff here, and then everything we got, throwing it in there.
Do you feel you're in the right position and you have enough time to work on it?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you.
So the Jones corner believes they're doing all the right things. Bottom line is they have not been effective in stopping the bleeding. And Jones is badly compromised in the ring. This started along about the second round when the swelling started to show up above his eye. And to what degree, Emmanuel Stewart, is this simply a case of a fighter who's almost 40 years old getting hit with punches he hasn't caught before?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with Joe Calzaghe. Just one tremendous fighter. I think he would have been a very, maybe not beaten Roy in the front, but he's been a competitive fight for Roy than anyone. Very smart fighter. He makes tremendous adjustments, good chin, good stamina. It's a very, very difficult guy to fight. But there's a lot of guys throw punches, but they just run in. He goes in and out. He's very, very difficult to, right there. See, he pulls back, and he'd always be a threat for Roy anyway.
And therein lies the danger of fighting well past your prime.
Yep.
That people speculate, well, I don't know, maybe Calzaghe would have beaten Roy at his best. After all, we just saw him beat him. No one's walking through Joe Calzaghe, that's for sure, but at his best, Roy was pretty special.
No, he was very special. But at this stage of his career, it's a rough guy to fight. But this guy, I think, would have been a problem always for him.
Bring it up.
A problem for anyone. And the fascinating thing is that at this point, Roy's only chance, it would appear, to win the fight is that he lands something huge and turns it all around by hurting Calzaghe, and Calzaghe's still giving him chances to do it. Calzaghe would be within his rights in shutting down and holding his hands up and coasting to the finish, but he's giving the crowd a show.
No, he's putting on a show still. I'm very disappointed with the way they're handling that cut.
I come here. When I'm here. Yeah.
What a mouthpiece, bro. Give me that bottle. Give me a bottle, man.
My head good. Come around to the 10. My head good. What's the water, Merc?